Now this illustration deals with raceway systems, not cable systems. In accordance with NEC Articles 342, IMC, 344, rigid metal conduit, 348, 350, and 352. Now, each one of these articles represent a wiring method. And if you wanted to look up which article deals with which type of wiring method, just go to the table of contents and look up Article 342, and it'll tell you it's IMC. 344, it's this is rigid metal conduit. 350, this is, flexible metal conduit. So you would look at the article, and it tells you what type of wiring method you're using. But the thing we're looking at here, when is the raceway system considered protected from physical damage and protecting the conductors that are pulled through the raceway system? So left-hand side of the illustration, bottom, run in notches and in studs. 300.4a says it's protected. But again, if it's EMT, a lot of times they'll want that 1/16 metal plate put over it. So kind of remember that if you're using EMT, and then the inspector may not. It is an interpretation by the inspector based upon the type of construction and the finished surface wall materials being used. Now, notice you could route it on the inside face according to the left, pull it through the studs, hole for a cable, at least 1.25 inches back. Usually, in most cases, the inspector says, take a 2x4, which is really not a 2x4 anymore in dimensions, drill the center, and we'll go along with that. But again, this is an authority having jurisdiction's call. Whether we as electricians like it or not, they're going to have the final call. And the code very clearly gives them that permission in 90.4. They can call it with grace, or they can call it with more protective schemes. And but most inspectors will go along with the code, I have found. But again, sometimes we have to explain ourselves to the authority having jurisdiction and see exactly how would their final decision be made. Now, if you look at the studs, they're 2x4, 2 inches by 4 inches in accordance with the 300.4A1 and A2. But we know as electricians in the construction industry, they're not a full 2x4 anymore, but we still call them that. Now, we've seen the holes that would be drilled back, and so exactly what this illustration is showing, when is a raceway system considered protected from physical damage without applying additional means to protect the cable and the conductors routed through, if that be the case, and that's what this illustration is showing.